Hi everyone, welcome to Vector Space Part 5. In this video, we are going to see the problems on subspace. Most of the problems which were discussed in this video are collected from the prescribed books for undergraduate courses BA and BSc. Okay, now see the problem. Prove that the set W of ordered triads. Prove that the set W of ordered triads. How is the ordered triad? X, Y, 0. The first two components are X and Y, and third component is 0, where XY belongs to F is a subspace of V3 of F. Now what is V3 of F? V3 of F is equal to the set of all X, Y, Z, where X, Y, Z belongs to F. F is the field. Okay. Now what is W? W is a subset of V. How is the W? The elements of W are, the first two are non-zero elements and the third one is 0. It may be also 0, but X, Y, 0 it is given, and X, Y belongs to F. The form of elements in W are like this. Now what you have to say? This W is a subspace. Now in order to say that W is a subspace, now we are going to use the necessary and sufficient condition. What is the necessary and sufficient condition saying? How many necessary and sufficient conditions we have learned? We have learned 3 types of necessary and sufficient condition. Out of that, one we will recall. That is, for any alpha beta belongs to W when W is a non-empty subset of V, if there exists A, B belongs to F such that A alpha plus B beta belongs to W, then you will say that W is a subspace. Now here we are going to use that. Now for that, consider alpha in W. If you take alpha in W, means alpha will be of the form x1, y1, 0, and beta in W if you take. Beta will be of the form x2, y2, 0. You have taken 2 elements in W. Now you are considering A alpha plus B beta. If you are able to say that A alpha plus B beta is also in W, then W is a subspace. We will verify whether A alpha, B beta in W or not. Consider A alpha plus B beta, that is A into x1, y1, 0 plus B into x2, y2, 0. Apply the scalar multiplication, then it is Ax1, Ay1, 0, Bx2, By2, 0. Adding the corresponding coordinates can be added. Ax1 plus Bx2, Ay1 plus By2, 0 plus 0. That is Ax1 plus Bx2, Ay1 plus By2, 0. Now, if you see this, Ax1, A is in F, x1 is in F. Ax1 will be in F. Similarly, Bx2 will be in F. F is a field, F plus is a abelian. So, closure satisfies. So, Ax1 plus Bx2 will be in F. Similarly, Ay1 plus By2 will be in F. Therefore, it is the element in the form that has to be in W. This element is belonging to W by the definition of W. Therefore, W is a subspace of V3 of F. Now is it okay? Now we will move to the second problem. What is the second problem? See here. Let P, Q, R be the fixed elements of a field F. Where are P, Q, R? P, Q and R belongs to F. They are fixed. Now W is the set of all ordered triads X, Y, Z, where X, Y, Z belongs to F, and they should satisfy the condition P of X plus Q of Y plus RZ is equal to 0. That means you want to say that XYZ is an element of W. XYZ should satisfy the condition Px plus Qy plus Rz is equal to 0. is a vector subspace of V3 of F. Now you want to say W is a subspace. For that, you will consider two elements in W. They are alpha, beta. How are the W elements? They are ordered triads x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. But if you want to say these two elements are in W, these two elements should satisfy this condition, is it or not? Therefore, because you have taken those two elements in W, you can write Px1 plus Qy1 plus Rz1 is equal to 0, Px2 plus Qy2 plus Rz2 is equal to 0. Now is it clear? You have taken two elements in W, and those two elements, because in W they should satisfy the given condition Px plus Qy plus Rz is equal to 0. Here these two are satisfying. Now you want to say W is a subspace. In order to say W is a subspace, you have to consider A alpha plus B beta. If you consider A alpha plus B beta, and if A alpha plus B beta coordinates satisfies the given condition Px plus Qy plus Rz is equal to 0, then you will say that W is a subspace. Why? Because A alpha plus B beta coordinates are satisfying the condition means it belongs to W. By necessary and sufficient condition, W is a subspace. Okay. Now see here. A alpha plus beta. A into x1, y1, z1 plus b into x2, y2, z2. That is ax1, ay1, az1 plus bx2, by2, bz2. Add corresponding coordinates. ax1 plus bx2, ay1 plus by2, az1 plus bz2. So these are the coordinates of A alpha plus B beta. If you want to say that A alpha plus B beta in W, these coordinates should satisfy this condition. See whether it is satisfying or not. Now take Px plus Qy plus Rz, P into the first coordinates of A alpha plus B beta, Q into the second coordinate of A alpha plus B beta, R into the third coordinate of A alpha plus B beta. Okay. Now take A as common from P ax1 Q ay1 plus R az1. If you take A common, here from this bracket you will get Px1, from here you will get Qy1, from here you will get Rz1. Similarly, take B as common, you will get Px2 plus Qy2 plus Rz2. But what is Px1, Qy1, Rz1? Already you are having, that is equal to 0. Is it? See here, Px1 plus Qy1 plus Rz1 is 0. Px2 plus Qy2 plus Rz2 is 0. So substituting these values, you will get A alpha plus B beta. The coordinates of A alpha plus B beta are satisfying this condition because Px plus Qy plus Rz is equal to 0. Therefore, A alpha plus B beta belongs to W. Therefore, by necessary and sufficient condition, W is a vector space of V3 of F. Okay. Now, see the next problem. Let R be the field of real numbers and W is equal to x, y, z, where x, y, z are rational numbers. Is W a subspace of V3 of R or not? Okay. Now, see here. R be the field of real numbers. Now, V3 of R means the set of all ordered triads. V3 of R means the set of all x, y, z, where x, y, z belongs to R. Now, what is this W? You can take W also you are taken. W is equal to the set of all x, y, z. But what is the nature of x, y, z? X, y, z are rational numbers. They are the rational numbers. Is it or not? What do you mean by rational number? Rational number is of the form P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0, P and Q are the integers. Okay. Now take alpha 2, 3, 4 belongs to W and A is equal to some root 7 if you take. Root 7 belongs to R. Okay. Now A alpha is equal to root 7 is being rational, it will be the real number, is it? Now A alpha is equal to root 7 into 2, 3, 4. that is 2 root 7, 3 root 7, 4 root 7. This does not belong to W because W is of the form XYZ. 2 root 7 is not XYZ and XYZ should be rational numbers. 2 root 7 is not a rational number. Therefore, W is not a subspace of V3 of R. Why you are saying W is not a subspace of V3 of R? How you are saying? Here you are using another necessary and sufficient condition. There is one necessary and sufficient condition for a non-empty subset to be a subspace is it should be closed with respect to vector addition and scalar multiplication. Here it is not closed with respect to vector addition and scalar multiplication. It is not closed with respect to scalar multiplication. Therefore, it is not a subspace. In previous two problems, you have used the general form of the necessary and sufficient condition. That is, for alpha beta belongs to W, there exists AB belongs to F such that A alpha plus B beta belongs to W. Here in this problem, you have used the necessary and sufficient condition, that is, W is in subspace if and only if it is closed with respect to vector addition and scalar multiplication. But here you are able to say that in this problem, it is not closed with respect to scalar multiplication. Therefore, it is not a subspace. Okay. Now see the next problem. Here V is a vector space of 2 by 2 matrices over a field F. Show that W is not a subspace of V where W is equal to A belongs to V, determinant of A is equal to 0 and W is equal to A belongs to V, A square is equal to A. Here two problems are there. Now see the first one. Now here in vector space you have seen one problem. The set of all matrices of order m by n will form a vector space with respect to the addition of matrices and scalar multiplication of matrices. There we are able to show that, is it? Now here the set of all 2 by 2 matrices also will be a vector space, is it? Now W is how? W is the set of all 2 by 2 matrices. That means here A is a 2 by 2 matrix, it belongs to V, and you have to say that determinant of A is equal to 0, then only this A will be in W. You can take A from V and that A will be in W if determinant of A is equal to 0. Now take A is equal to 1, 0, 0 and B is equal to 0, 0, 0, 1. Now if you see the determinant of A, 0 minus 0, that is 0. Determinant of B, 0 minus 0, that is 0. Now you want to say this W is a subspace. Here also we are going to use the general form of the necessary and sufficient condition. What is it? For any alpha beta belongs to W, there should exist AB in F such that A alpha plus B beta belongs to W. Now consider AB belongs to F and AA plus BB if you take. That is A into A100 plus B into 0001. This will be A00 plus 000B. If you add this, addition of matrices means the corresponding element should be added. So A plus 00, 0 plus 00, 0 plus 00, 0 plus B 0. But if you consider this determinant AB, that is not equal to 0. Therefore, since determinant of A alpha plus A B beta, that means here in this case it is AA plus BB is not equal to 0, but it does not belong to W. Suppose if you want to say AA plus BB is it belonging to W, the determinant of AA plus BB should be equal to 0, but it is not happening in this case. Therefore, W is not a subspace of V of F. Okay, is it clear? Now see one more problem. In the second problem. Second problem is A square is equal to A belongs to B. A is 2 by 2 matrices, but A square should be equal to A. Now see here, 1, 0, 0, 1. Multiply it again, A square means A into A, is it? A into A, that is 1, 0, 0 1 into 1 0 0 1. This is again 1 0 0 1 because it is the identity, not identity matrix, but it is 1 0 0 1. Now you have taken A is 1 0 0 1 and B is also 1 0 0 1. Now if you take AA plus AB, here also we are using the same necessary and sufficient condition. Same necessary and sufficient condition. That is AA plus BB if you consider. This is A0 0A, B0 0B. Now if you add A plus B, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0, A plus B. Now this is, if you take A into A, that should not be equal to A. A square is not equal to A in this case. You can verify on your own. Multiply this into this. A plus B 0 0, A plus B 0 0, A plus B into A plus B 0 0, A plus B. If you multiply these two matrices, you are not going to get A. Therefore, A square is not equal to A. Therefore, W. A square is not equal to A means, that means A plus BB whole square is not equal to AA plus BB. But if you want to say this is in W, this whole square should be equal to AA plus BB. It is not happening. Therefore, W is not a subspace. Okay. Now, see that. And one more problem. That is, let V be the vector space of all polynomials in an indeterminate X over the field F. Let W be subset of V consisting of all polynomials of degree less than or equal to n. Then prove that W is a subspace of V. Now how is V? V is equal to the set of all Px where Px is equal to some A0 plus A1x plus A2x square plus so on plus an x power n plus so on it is. Okay. Now this is V. Now W you have taken. How you are taking W? W is equal to P f of x where fx is equal to A0 plus A1x plus so on plus an x power n, or this less than an x power n. Fx degree should be less than or equal to n. You may end with A0 plus A1x, or you may end with A0 plus A1x plus so on, an minus 1 x power n minus 1 and so on. That is a W. Now you have to prove this is a vector space. In order to say that this is a vector space, see how we are able to say. Let alpha beta belongs to W. Alpha beta belongs to W means they are the polynomials over F and their degrees, each one's degree is less than or equal. Alpha is a polynomial, beta is a polynomial. Alpha is a polynomial of degree less than or equal to n. Beta is a polynomial of degree less than or equal to n. Now multiply alpha with A. By multiplying a polynomial with scalar, there won't be any change in the degree of the polynomial. Similarly, beta. So A alpha plus B beta if you take, their degree will also be less than or equal to n. Therefore, A alpha plus B beta belongs to W. Since A alpha plus B beta is belonging to W, it is belonging to W, it is a subspace. Okay. Now see one more problem. Let R be the field of real numbers. Show that the set of triodes x, 2y, 3z belongs to R. Triple x, x forms a subspace of R3 of R. It is very easy. You can do it on your own. Okay. Now see the next problem. This is, let V be the set of all n by n matrices and F be the field. W is a subset of n by n matrices such that W is, the matrix is symmetric. Show that W is a subspace of V3 of F. Now see, what is V of F? V of F is the set of all n by n matrices. We will represent it by like this, n by n, where Aij belongs to F. Okay, Aij belongs to F. Now what is W? W will also be equal to the set of all A. A is equal to Aij and it is also n by n, but it should satisfy the condition symmetry. That means A transpose is equal to A. Is it? A transpose is equal to A. That means it is A transpose is equal to A. Now see here how we have taken. Let A belongs to B. A transpose is equal to A. Now take two elements in W, A and B. So A transpose is equal to B transpose, A and B transpose is equal to B. Now AA plus BB whole transpose is equal to A into A transpose plus B into B transpose. But A transpose is equal to A means AA plus BB. Therefore, AA plus BB whole transpose is becoming AA plus BB. Therefore, AA plus BB belongs to W. Therefore, W is a subspace of V of F. Okay. Now, the next problem. This also, you can easily prove this problem. You can do it on your own. Now, we will move to the next problem. That is this. This is from algebra of subspaces. Let W1 and W2 be the subspaces of a vector space V such that W1 plus W2 is equal to V and W1 intersection W2 is non-empty, it is singleton zero set. Prove that for each vector alpha in V, there are unique vectors alpha 1 belongs to W1, alpha 2 belongs to W2 such that alpha is equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2. What is V? V is a vector space. What are W1? W1 and W2 are the subspaces of V. They are subspaces of V. Okay. Now, and how are W1 and W2? W1 plus W2 is equal to V. And W1 intersection W2 is equal to only singleton zero. There is no other element which belongs to both in W1 intersection W2 except 0 bar. Now what you have to prove? There are unique vectors alpha 1 belongs to W2, alpha 2 belongs to W2 such that alpha is equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2. Where is alpha? Alpha is in V. Okay. Now see how we are able to prove. Now take what is given to you, W1 and W2 be the subspaces of a vector space V. And how are they? W1 plus W2 is equal to V. W1 intersection W2 is singleton zero bar. Let alpha belongs to W. Alpha belongs to V. Since V is equal to W1 plus W2, every element of V will be of the form alpha 1 plus alpha 2, where alpha 1 belongs to W1 and alpha 2 belongs to W2. This is from the definition of linear sum. Here W1 plus W2, any element in W1 plus W2 means alpha is equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2. Because alpha is V is equal to W1 plus W2 means every element of V will be in W1 plus W2. So alpha belongs to V implies alpha belongs to W1 plus W2. So alpha is equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2, where alpha 1 belongs to W1 and alpha 2 belongs to W2. Okay, suppose, because what you have to say, alpha is uniquely expressed as the sum of two elements alpha 1 and alpha 2, where alpha 1 belongs to W2, alpha 2 belongs to W2, is it? So, for that, if possible, let alpha can also be expressed as beta 1 plus beta 2, where beta 1 belongs to W1, beta 2 belongs to W2. So, alpha is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2, alpha is equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2. These two are equal. Therefore, alpha 1 minus beta 1 is equal to beta 2 minus alpha 2. You got this equality. Keep it aside. Now alpha 1 belongs to W1, beta 1 belongs to W1, is it? So their difference belongs to W1 because W1 is a subspace. Similarly, beta 2 belongs to W2, alpha 2 belongs to W2. Now here you are taking beta 2 minus alpha 2 belongs to W2. Okay. Now alpha 1 minus beta 1 belongs to W2 and beta 2 minus alpha 2 belongs to W2. Is it? Now alpha minus beta 1 belongs to W1, alpha minus beta 1 belongs to W2. Therefore, alpha minus beta 1 belongs to W1 intersection W2. Will you accept? This is how you got. This belongs to W2 from these two equal. This equality. Alpha 1 minus beta 1 is equal to beta 2 minus alpha 2. Beta 2 minus alpha 2 is in W. Therefore, this is equal to this. Therefore, alpha 1 minus beta 1 belongs to W2. It belongs to W2 and it also belongs to W1. Therefore, alpha minus beta 1 belongs to W1 intersection W2. But given that W1 intersection W2 is singleton 0, is it? Therefore, alpha 1 minus beta 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, W1 beta W1 intersection W2 is 0 implies alpha 1 is equal to beta 1, alpha 2 is equal to beta 2. That means alpha is uniquely expressed because you have taken alpha is equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2 and alpha is equal to beta 1 plus beta 2. It is uniquely expressed. Therefore, alpha can be uniquely expressed as alpha 1 plus alpha 2. That is your problem. Now see the next problem. Here let V be the vector space of all functions R into R. Let S naught be SE be the subset of even functions, S naught be the subset of odd functions. Then prove that SE and S are subspaces of V, SE plus S naught is equal to V and SE intersection S naught is equal to 0 bar. See how we are able to prove. Now what is given? V be the vector spaces of all functions. SE is the set of even functions. Even functions are defined as if f is an even function means f of minus x is equal to f of x. Even function definition it is, and g of minus x is equal to gx. You have taken f and g in SE. What is S? SE is a set of even functions. Even function definition is for every x, f of minus x is equal to f of x. Now consider AF plus BG of minus x. That is AF of minus x plus BG of minus x separate, and again according to scalar multiplication this is A into minus of f of minus x plus b into g of minus x. But f of x is even function. Therefore, f of minus x will be equal to f of x. So, a into fx plus b into g of x. That you can arrange, and this is af plus bg of x. What you have considered? Af plus bg of minus x, and you are able to say that af plus bg of x. Therefore, af plus bg is even function. Therefore, it belongs to SE. Therefore, by the known familiar necessary and sufficient condition, SE is a subspace of V. Similarly, you can prove S naught is a subspace of V. Now here see, S naught SE are subspaces of V implies S naught plus SE is also subspace because linear sum of two subspaces is a subspace. Therefore, you can write SE as not a subset of V. And now what you have to say, these two are equal. V is equal to S naught plus SE you have to say. In order to say that, you will say that S naught plus SE is subset of V and V is the subset of S naught plus SE. Now the first condition you said, because sum of two subspaces is a subspace, it will be a subspace. So write now you are saying V is the subset of S naught plus SE. For that take F in V and adjust the terms. G of x you write it like this. This is similarly this is an even function belongs to SE, and write h of x like this. This is an odd function and it belongs to S naught. So fx is equal to half into f of x plus f of minus x plus half into f of x minus f of minus x. Now this is g of x and this is h of x. What is g of x? G of x is an element in a set of even functions. H of x is an element in set of odd functions. Therefore, every f of x being an element V, it can be expressed as a sum of two elements. One is belonging to SE and another is belonging to SO. Therefore, V is subset of SE plus S naught. Therefore, this is 1 and this is 2. From 1 and 2, SE plus S naught is equal to V. Now see the third one, last one. Let F be, it belongs to SE intersection S naught. What is SE intersection S naught? You can take. That means F belongs to SE, F belongs to S naught because it is belonging to intersection. Now F belongs to SE means F of minus x is equal to F of x, and F belongs to S naught means F of minus x is equal to minus Fx. That means you are getting F of x is equal to minus Fx from these two. Therefore, you can write F of x is equal to minus Fx, 2Fx is 0. That means this 0 is equal to 0 of Fx. That implies F is equal to 0 bar. That means SE intersection S naught is singleton 0 bar. Because you have taken one arbitrary element in SE intersection S naught and you are able to show that that is 0 bar. Therefore, SE intersection S naught is equal to singleton 0. Thank you.